free-to-play game on the PlayStation 4. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkeyflop here, and today I wanted to talk about Don't Even Think, that's available as a free-to-play in North America on the PlayStation Network store. Now, before you guys go and download it, please watch this video because, wow, I went through the headache of playing it for you, so let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit more. It's a free-to-play Battle Royale mode that is a little bit different than your normal and typical Battle Royale. You do jump down from an airplane, you parachute down, you do have to loot for things, but there's a little bit more to it because your body temperature goes into play, which is very interesting. We've seen games like, kind of feature that in the past, but nothing like this. So during the day you're fine. At night you actually have to keep warm, or at least eat food that you either collect from loot boxes or pluck from trees. You might have to harvest some things. So that's a really interesting element to it. Another interesting element that kind of caught my eye was you're not only going against other players that are trying to loot and survive and get armor and equipment and med kits, you're going against werewolves. And that's where I was like, oh my gosh, I am super stoked to get into this game and see what it's all about. In fact, the opening scene definitely was promising. It was absolutely awesome. I love the way that they did the opening scene. Other than that, the character customizations are a few different options. Not really customization, if you will, even call it that in this game. But it's actually, a promising game, but I was really honestly let down by the amount of lag and glitches, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. So I was honestly really stoked to get into this game and play it. I'm sure that the developers are continuing to work on it. I honestly cannot believe that PlayStation would release a free-to-play game like this, or even allow it to be released with it not playable. It's literally not playable at this moment. Like I said, the game definitely has a lot of promise, and I'm looking forward to, once they get it right, but right now it's not right at all. There was so many lags, there's so many glitches, there was so many frame rate drops, it was absolutely insane. There was points and times in the game where it just got blurry. And keep in mind, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro. You aim down sight, you get your sight locked in on the enemy, and you're shooting, you don't even see hit markers. That is absolutely terrible, especially for a first-person Battle Royale mode game. Now, I'm not trying to knock the developers. I'm sure they're pouring their heart and their soul into this game, and it is a smaller team than what we've seen, but the fact that PlayStation could let this get released is absolutely insane, because I thought PlayStation had standards when it came to games releasing. In fact, a couple of years ago when I was covering the free-to-play games, I was asking one of the PlayStation Plus games that was about to go to the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection, and I asked them, like, hey, when is the release date can happen? They kept telling me, oh, Sony's keep pushing it back because our game is not ready, it's not playable yet. And yet, here we are with this game. Don't even think about downloading it because it's unplayable. I really rarely ever, make a video complaining about something, but this needs to be complained about because I can't stress this enough. If it was in beta, if it was in early access, okay, maybe. But this is not. This is like the full release. It was already in beta. It's a release of the game. Whether or not you want to call it a closed beta or an open beta and it's free to the public, it should not be released on the PlayStation 4 in its current state whatsoever. Like I said, the game does look promising. The different play style, separate from other Battle Royale games, is a great, way to change things up a little bit. It was a little bit slow paced when it came to like the gameplay and finding other enemies. The map was really big, and I spent about 10 to 15 minutes just by myself when my teammates were like off on the other side, even though somebody put a marker and we dropped where we were supposed to drop. Everybody just pretty much scattered and there was no teamwork, but that's on the teammates end of it. But the map is so huge, it's really hard to find anybody. And in fact, the werewolf aspect of it is really crazy because I was in a queue waiting for a game for about 10 minutes. I restarted the queue just thinking, okay, there's something wrong with the game, I'm going to restart the queue. And I waited another 10 minutes, and then I waited another 5 minutes and just gave up on playing the werewolf altogether. If you play as a human, you'll find a game really quickly. The only issue with that is you will get a lot of frame rate drops, you will get a lot of lag, you will get a lot of hit markers, and it's just at this state it's honestly unplayable. So I'm just kind of in awe with the fact, I know I keep saying this, but the fact that PlayStation let this game get released when it's currently obviously still in development. Please wait for an update, wait for them to update the game and fix some things. They're going to have to do a lot because, like I said, I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro and I'm experiencing all of these issues. If you have a regular PlayStation, you're going to experience even more issues. So I will keep you guys updated when this game gets updated, and hopefully they will fix some of the issues that are wrong with the game. Of course, the game just first got released yesterday, so we do have to give the developers some time to work out the kinks, and maybe it's a little bit different, coming from PC to PS4. I know they have to like optimize and kind of like shrink things down and suppress things for the PlayStation 4, but nevertheless, this is honestly unacceptable on PlayStation's end for allowing it to get released. That's just my opinion. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts in those comments down below. When the game gets updated, I will be sure to let you guys know. If it, becomes playable, I will be sure to let you guys know as well. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I still have it downloaded on my PS4. I'm not going to delete it because I'm interested in the game. I'm honestly, interested in seeing what this game's potential could be. It's just at this state, it's horrible. It is horrible. So don't waste your time. If you got data caps, don't even download it at this point. Just trust me, it's unplayable. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about everything that I said. Hopefully, don't even think. We'll have some updates very soon. Make sure to hit a like if you guys are new. Please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. And I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.